think that's gonna wrap up today's video, so if you enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to. Jeez, this video flew by. It feels like it literally just started. Like, when did I even start filming this video?
15 minutes earlier.
So it's been a while since I've talked about Phineas and Ferb, mainly because I've just enjoyed making content about movies and TV shows more than just about cartoons. So if you're one of my viewers who only watches my videos about cartoons, maybe give the other ones a chance, please. Like, tell me you don't want to know about the most extreme John Cena movie. Like, tell me you don't want to know about that. But whatever, you know, it's been like 104 days since I've made a video about Phineas and Ferb, so I think it's time to make another one. So to find an episode to talk about, I went to IMDb and was looking through all the show's episodes until I saw one that I instantly remembered from my childhood. And since on this channel I like to revisit things from my childhood, even though I'm still kind of a child, this was definitely an episode that I wanted to revisit. And it was called The Remains of a Platypus. This was an episode that I strongly remember, mainly because of how much it disappointed and kind of angered me as a kid. If you don't remember, this is the episode that is told out of order through rewinds, and it follows Perry being Doof's butler and Phineas and Ferb building Cheesetopia. And now you may be thinking, Carter, why did this episode disappoint you so much as a kid? And to fully explain my past with this episode, I have to take you back to the year 2012 when this episode first aired, and I was just a kid and probably much less mature than I am now. Probably 9 years earlier. So as a kid, I loved Phineas and Ferb, and I was super invested in the show. And then they started airing commercials for this brand new episode called The Remains of a Platypus. And they hyped it up like it was an event episode, like Perry was gonna turn evil, and Doof might actually win, and I was so hyped. So when I finally watched this episode, I went in so excited. Like, the bar was like, no, you can't even see it. My anticipation, the bar was through the limitations of the camera. It was way up there. That's how high my expectations were. And then the episode began its rewinding gimmick.
25 minutes earlier. 20 minutes earlier. 5 minutes earlier. 15 minutes earlier. 6 hours
Rewind
earlier.
time.
And then it kept on happening over and over and over, and I was so confused because none of the marketing I had seen for the episode mentioned anything about this whole rewinding thing. And I vividly remember when the episode ended as a kid, I said these words. I didn't really like that. The same words that most people say after watching one of my YouTube videos. But I think I let the marketing hype ruin it for me, because sometimes hype can actually make you like stuff less. A good example of this is that recently I showed my friend Playing with Fire, and he had never seen it before. And of course, he had heard me hype up the film so much, and then after watching it, he was like, Carter, I don't know, I didn't really like that. And then after I got rid of him, after he mysteriously disappeared in a sudden tragedy that I know nothing about, it was, he just, hype can ruin things sometimes. That was just my entire point. Forget that story. That story wasn't important. I don't know anything, and I don't know anything about what happened to him. What a tragedy this is to me. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know. Why would I know? But he deserved it. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes when you're really hyped for something, it can ruin your enjoyment of it because your expectations are so high. But now, after 9 years, I'm going to revisit this episode with a new perspective, and we'll see if my opinion changes without that hype impacting my feelings about it. So now, let's head back to the present, where my much more... Oh, crap, I just realized something. Hold on, I'm sorry. I just realized that my friend got me this shirt for Christmas, and I haven't worn it yet because I haven't done a Phineas and Ferb video. Jeez. Wow. Almost missed that opportunity there. What was I talking about again? Was I past the part where I was talking about how I murdered my friend, or was I still on that subject? Oh, no, I remember where I was now. But now, let's head back to the present in 2021 and see how my much more mature self feels about this episode now.
Back to the present.
Oh, So the episode, the mature self is back. Yes, the mature self in 2021 is back. So the episode starts with So the episode starts with an intriguing intro, and the episode immediately grabs your attention by making you go, what the heck? The sky is purple. There's a crazy party going on. Carl is in a squirrel costume. But actually, for him, that's not really weirder than normal. But Phineas's mom shows up, and Perry's a butler? And this fantastic intro does a great job of getting you hooked and wondering what's gonna happen. And then the episode begins its whole rewind thing. And basically, the way it works is that we start at the end, and then whenever someone asks a question, it rewinds to give you that answer. So basically, the way it works is like this. Ow, jeez, my head. My head, it hurts so bad. Why does my head hurt so bad?
6 hours earlier.
Oh!
Back to the present.
Oh yeah, that's why. So basically the episode is told backwards, which I guess my brain should be able to understand now after making that Tenet Dude Perfect video. And eventually we rewind to see Carl find Agent P's hat that Doof threw out, and then Carl, in a squirrel costume, goes on a mission to save Agent P, and then while he's climbing the tower, he drops the hat. Again, what are these hand motions? So basically, Doof throws away the hat. Carl finds the hat. He goes up there on a mission. Then he drops the hat again. What an idiot. Ouch. Ow, jeez, why did I do that? Ow, jeez, my head still hurts. Ow, jeez, my head still hurts. Ow, jeez. Why does my head hurt so bad again?
6 hours earlier.
Oh!
Back to the present.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's why. Oh, yeah. Because I got hit in the head. And then after he drops the hat, Linda finds it. And that definitely feels like a cheap way to get more characters involved. And I wish they hadn't used the hat drop twice as a plot device, because it just kind of feels lazy. Also, once the mom goes up to give the hat back, she literally just gives it to Carl and just leaves. And they totally waste the potential for her to meet Doof, because considering that they used to date, it would have been really funny for her to see what he has become. But literally she just gives the hat back and leaves, and the episode never does anything else with her, and that's definitely a shame. Also, after watching this episode, I learned that I need to invite Major Monogram to Cart Class, because he's got just as much artistic ability as I do.
He's recently purchased a small tux, a silver tray, and a pair of white gloves. I traced my hand for that one.
I can also trace my hand, just for the record. I can also do that. He's not special, and I'm better at art. I'm just saying. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. I am better. I am. I can also trace my hand. I can also do that. Monogram. Just for the record. I can do that too. Just saying. Wait, do I have 6 fingers? Another thing I don't really like about this episode is Phineas and Ferb's Cheesetopia invention. I mean, like, no pun intended, but it was kind of cheesy. I'm just kidding. That pun was very intended. But I just feel like with them doing this whole rewind thing, maybe their invention could have been something that was enhanced and made cooler by using the rewinds, but it really wasn't. Like, if I could control rewind, I would want Phineas and Ferb's invention to be something that was, like, made cooler by the rewind thing. That's what I would want if I could control rewind. And Fortnite.
We got a #1 victory royale, yeah, Fortnite.
And the song about Cheesetopia is fine, but, like, it's not even, like, in my top 5 favorite songs about cheese. Like, you know, like other cheese songs, like Jesus Take the Wheel. Jesus Take the Wheel. And the song about Perry's hat falling is also fine, but I think this brings me to my main gripe with this episode, and that is the pacing, because this episode is paced like General Zod, because it is breakneck. I feel like I'm watching a Fast and Furious film because things are moving so fast. and furious. But to only have 11 minutes to tell a complete story, completely out of order with 2 plots and 2 songs, is a lot. And they did not have enough time to flesh it out, in my opinion. Sometimes Phineas and Ferb has a bad habit of taking, like, big plots and not always using them to their full potential. Bullseye is a really good example of this. In this episode, Phineas's dad literally becomes the leader of the biggest evil organization in the show. And it's only an 11-minute episode. I just sometimes wish they would expand on their big ideas more. But now it's time to go
Back to the present.
in this episode, and we see the party that Doof started going nuts. And surprisingly, Carl is not enjoying it, considering he's a squirrel. Because squirrels like nuts. And they end up spilling a drink on Agent P, and he has to go clean off. And the whole episode has been answering all of our questions, but now it is time for the biggest answer to the biggest question, which has been building up throughout the entire episode. Why is Agent P working for Doof? And here is, hands down, the best episode of the whole, the best scene of the whole episode. Here it is.
When my butler and Aether is finished with you, not only will you have a perfectly tailored uniform and wig, but you will actually think you are my butler. You won't even remember that you fight evil for a living. You won't even remember that you fight evil for a living. You won't even remember that you fight evil. Man, you really kicked this party up to an 11.
Jeez, that scene must have been written by R.L. Stine, because every time I watch it, I get goosebumps. I have already used that joke before, but it was just too good not to use again. But seriously, that reveal did not disappoint, because the visuals, the music, and the way Perry just grabs his hat back, it's all awesome. But after that, Perry beats up Doofenshmirtz, and we get to the beginning of the episode, which is actually where it ends. Because backwards. So in conclusion, after revisiting this episode, have my thoughts about it changed? No. I do think that I like it a little more because I really appreciate that it breaks the formula of, granted, a very formulaic show, but in the end, I just don't think this episode comes together very well. Because the episode isn't long enough or as dramatic as I think it could have been. I really thought going in without the marketing leading up and watching it through my new eyes would change my perspective, but it just didn't. Usually in this revisiting series, I like the episode more than I used to as a kid. But this episode, I feel like, is different because all the problems I saw as a kid, I think are still pretty apparent even watching it now. Please, if y'all disagree with me, let me know why in the comment section. I would love to hear y'all's defenses of the episode if you actually really like this episode. But in the end, this episode is still disappointing to me. Well, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video, so if you enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to. Jeez, this video flew by. It feels like it literally just started. Like, when did I even start filming this video?
15 minutes earlier.
So it's been a while since I've talked about Phineas and Ferb, mainly because... Hello, everyone, it's post-production Carter here, actually. I just wanted to show you guys, the video was supposed to, like, you remember how the video started like this? Well, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video, so if... this video.
15 minutes earlier.
So it's been a while since I've... So yeah, that was like, it was gonna be like this cool thing where like I was gonna do like a rewind thing, just like how the episode did. So like my video was gonna be told out of order, just like their episode. I was gonna start at the end and then go back to the beginning, just like how they did it. But see, then the problem was that as I was filming, I did this. See, I changed from my Coca-Cola shirt because I remembered that Doofenshmirtz shirt. So I changed into the Doofenshmirtz shirt. And because I filmed the intro, I filmed the end of the video. I mean, of course, so like that intro was supposed to be at the end of the video, but I filmed it first because that's how the video was going to start. But I changed shirts in the middle of filming, which, as you just saw by the end of the video, completely, utterly ruined the illusion that it was told out of order. So, just wanted to let you guys know that I am very intelligent. Okay, bye.